Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of my favorite skincare products. Now this by no means is an exhaustive list of all of my favorite skincare products, but these are 5 products that I have been reaching for a lot and that in some cases I have repurchased several times, and even if I stray away from them, they just keep making their way right back into my skincare routine. Like I mentioned, this isn't an exhaustive list, so if you want to hear more about some of my favorite skincare products, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment below, and perhaps we'll make this a series. What do you think? Is that something you'd be interested in? While you go ahead and ponder that question, let's go ahead and dive into the 5 favorite skincare products I have for you today. So the first product I want to talk to you guys about today, I actually received in my Influencer Spice Vox box a few months back, and that is my BOTANICS Hydrating Day Cream. Now this cream is 81% organic and it contains rosehip jojoba and cocoa butter to help soften, nourish, and keep your skin looking fresh and radiant. Now they sent that box out in the winter, and as you can imagine, with ingredients like jojoba oil and cocoa butter, it's definitely meant to be a moisturizing cream. Probably perfect for those colder months of the year. But let's be serious. I live in Florida. It's hot here most of the year. And when I got the box back in like November and December, it was still in the 80s and 90s down here. And since I don't naturally have dry skin, I have combination oily skin, I was a little bit nervous to try this out at first. So when I opened it, the first thing I noticed is that it has this really amazing, fresh, clean scent. The scent is lightweight, and to my pleasant surprise, so is the cream. When you first look at it, it definitely looks like it might be a heavy, very moisturizing cream, but what I love about it is that it rubs in very easily and absorbs quickly into the skin. And if you're like me and you don't have dry skin, all I did was apply a smaller amount in order to be able to sheer it out a little bit more while still taking advantage of its moisturizing properties. Now I've been using this frequently for the past few months, and even in 80 and 90 degree weather, this was not too heavy for my skin. I didn't experience any breakouts, my face didn't feel oily throughout the day, at least not any more than it normally is, and because I have combination skin, there are some areas of my forehead, especially right over here, that do tend to get a little bit dry, and what I noticed when I was using this cream was that it made the most difference in those drier areas while still moisturizing the rest of my face without making me super oily. And maybe it's because I'm not slathering loads of it on, but I feel like the quantity of product that comes in this jar, especially for the price, is really generous. Like I said, I got it way back in November, December, and I've been using it very regularly, and I still am only halfway through the jar. The next product I've been loving a lot is by Nip Fab Skin, and it is their Dragon's Blood Fix Plumping Serum. And the reason that I went out and purchased this was because it has hyaluronic acid in it. I once heard Kate Somerville talk about how hyaluronic acid is the perfect moisturizing product for people of all skin types, because rather than using oils or other heavier moisturizing products, what hyaluronic acid does is that it helps your skin lock moisture in and retain it. So while it is a strong moisturizing product that is excellent for dry skin, it is perfect for oily skin as well. So again, it drew my attention because I have combination skin, so some areas are oily, some areas are drier. So I find that hyaluronic acid is perfect for keeping my skin moisturized because it doesn't end up making my oily areas more oily, but it isn't so gentle that it keeps my dry areas feeling parched. Anyway, since I first heard about the benefits of hyaluronic acid from a video with Kate Somerville in it, I ended up reaching for some of her products that have hyaluronic acid in them, and while they work beautifully, we all know that Kate Somerville products are pretty pricey. So when I came across the Nip Fab Dragon's Blood, I was really excited because this is a drugstore brand. So besides hyaluronic acid, this also contains velvet flower, which is supposed to enhance moisture, and an ingredient called Dragon's Blood, which is supposed to comfort and restore skin through hydration. So the first thing that I love is that it comes in a pump dispenser, so it makes it easy to dispense, and the formula is almost gel-like. It feels really refreshing and soothing, and it absorbs really quickly into the skin, and it's nice and lightweight, which again is perfect for my combination skin because it's not too heavy for my oily areas while still providing the right amount of moisture to address my drier areas. Now while this does say it is a plumping serum, I don't notice any plumping properties in my skin, although I do notice that my skin definitely remains hydrated throughout the day. Another thing that I really love about this serum is that it absorbs really quickly, and when you apply other products onto your skin like your moisturizer or your primers, it doesn't pill underneath it. Now another product that I really love for my skin is rose water. So rose water is actually supposed to be really great for soothing your skin and refreshing it while helping to moisturize. And lately, one of my favorite rose water sprays is this one by Beauty Counter. It is their rose water uplifting spray, and this is actually my third bottle. So I have 2 empty ones right here. This is the third one I've purchased. That's how much I like it. And coming from someone that tests out a lot of beauty products, I feel like that is a definite seal of approval. So I like to spray this on my face after I wash my face, and I also like to spray it on my face throughout the day anytime I feel like my face just needs a little bit of refreshing. Now, this is a natural product that is formulated without parabens or artificial fragrances or other ingredients that I can't pronounce. So the bottle itself is a bit pricier. It's also glass, so I don't carry this around with me because I would cry if it broke in my purse. And also because at more than $30 a bottle, I try to stretch it out as long as I can. But I can tell you that whenever I spritz this on my face after I freshly wash it and let it absorb and dry, I can definitely notice that my skin just looks more radiant and my skin just looks tighter and more youthful. My pores seem to look smaller. Even though it's something that just happens temporarily after the initial spritz, it still feels great. Another bonus is that it has that nice, light, fresh, rosy scent, which is never a bad thing. So while we're on the topic of rose waters, I wanted to tell you about another one of my absolute favorite toners, and this one is from the drugstore, and that is the THAYERS Rose Petal Witch Hazel and Aloe Vera Toner. So this one is also a natural product. It has no parabens or other products that I cannot pronounce. And as you can see, you get a substantial bottle with lots of product in it, 12 fluid ounces. I've gone through several bottles of this, and I even purchased one for my sister recently who has oily skin, and she's had fantastic results with it as well. And I discovered this when I was trying to move away from toners or astringents. They were just too harsh on my skin. They worked great when I was a teenager and I had acne-prone, oily skin, but as I got older, those products just started to become too harsh. So I was reading about how rose water is supposed to be soothing for skin, which means it's great for people with acne-prone skin because it helps soothe inflammation. But because it also has witch hazel and aloe vera in it, the aloe vera helps moisturize the skin, while the witch hazel also works as a natural astringent to help tighten your pores, reduce oiliness, and treat breakouts, all without over drying your skin. So this is one of those products that is truly great for all skin tones because it will be moisturizing and not over drying for those of you with dry skin, and it'll still help combat oiliness for those of you with oily skin without over stripping your skin and causing it to produce even more oils to compensate. Now, the last product I wanted to talk to you guys about today is actually a body moisturizer, because the skin on your face isn't the only one that you have to take care of. You need to take care of the skin all over your body. And while I fully understand that, I find moisturizing the rest of my skin to be a chore, which basically means in order for me to moisturize the rest of my body, you have to make it as easy as possible. And what I've recently discovered works best for me is to do it while I'm still in the shower. Now, I've tried and loved all kinds of in-shower moisturizers, but the one I've recently been loving is the JERGENS Wet Skin Moisturizer. The reason I love this one more than all the rest of them is because once you apply it, you don't actually have to rinse it off. Now, the reason I like that I don't have to rinse that one off is, well, obviously it's one less step in the shower, but also because it keeps the shower floor from being too slippery. So I love that you apply this while you're still in the shower, but that you don't have to rinse it off, that you just jump right out, towel yourself dry, and keep on going. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are 5 of my favorite skincare products. Comment below and let me know if you've tried any of these products before and if they happen to be your favorites as well. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!